Suddenly, your entire body is paralyzed. It's like
I know you can't say it's a pleasure, officer.
the voice doesn't wish to hurt you. Not according. Don't focus on the pain. Focus on doing your job. Tell her she's under arrest.
No, I'm using
It blasted from that. You should probably check on Kim.
a pin signal so precise at the.
She's been holed up in here for.
I built that's. Oh yeah, I built it myself. That's it. Oh yeah, yeah, I built it. That's it. Oh yeah, way beyond. I built it. That's it. Oh yeah, way beyond. Yeah.
So
I built it. That's. Oh yeah. If you've. God, fine.
the gun. Well, just keep this only. Be careful when you make your move. That'll be it for questions. Bide your time.
No.
So she.
Who ratted me out, by the way? Oh, but she couldn't have known I was on the coast. How the fuck did the rest of you get by? Like
A strong moral compass.
I did plenty of broken people who don't come. Yeah,
She didn't hate.
You-
See her confident.
I'm listening. Man, I was with the boy. You mean the length of a toilet break? Wow. Now I'm curious. Don't know.
Invalid.
The shot she had.
That didn't go.
And I knocked away 80.
That isn't it.
The gut trigger. What did you think? Yeah, I considered her a good friend. Yeah. Oh, that's a.
The lieutenant.
Okay, fine.
Glasia only said.
If that.
Seriously. Just really. Is that blood on the ground?
Yeah. Really? She would. I knew that was.
No ill will there.
I'm not following your clever insinuation. Look, I'm not. Nope. For the same reason that she's everyone. Yeah, I was a little worried she'd blow it out of proportion in her head. Yeah, the girl. Go ahead.
And mine too, he thinks.
Who doesn't? Oh, you probably mean Claude. The view's pretty yes, I'm sure. So.
That really comes as a blow to her.
Okay.
Beneath it, she's relieved.
Man, it's to get a.
She deliberately avoided naming.
I got lucky
There. It's going to be easier to read.
based on what I've heard about.
There's a sinister note in her voice. Even with the
Yeah?
more questions before doing anything.
How?
Those bodies.
Who had? He was still warm.
She's
All right. She sits down with a drink, trying to steady her nerves. So I grab a seat. She asked.
You made it look like he'd been hanged.
What?
She
Yeah, she.
Classy. She lied to you about that.
I really. As I
The-
wore.
She doesn't. Her grip on the gun is tight. So
Yes.
through the sudden sharp pain, fucking hell, it's especially bad. So
Everyone.
if she knows that,
Harry.
so all of I don't know sounds pretty convincing to me.
Harry. You.
So all of I don't know.
Is that a? Yeah, sure. I'm sure La Puta Madre him. You've been to.
Wait, one thing. Possibly.
What bunker? Don't know.
Keep calm. Breathe in. After the pain.
Yeah, you had your death squad with you. Well, it wasn't this. One of the. That sounds
No, satellite, let's go home, Jim.
fantastic. I've got to get on the road. Then you can go find your friends. Unless you have anything pressing to ask me.
You did it. The compressor lies broken on its side. It's quiet in your head again. She looks at.
Oh, fuck it. Problems.
Ma'am,
Oh, yes, it is.
She's truly desperate. She thinks she has no other options. You know. This is how you talk her out of it. It's the only scenario in which she lives. She stares at you, frozen. Gratitude, doubt. She's still ready to go. She runs past you, then past the lieutenant, and disappears into the darkness.
Good call. I would have done the same, had I not been incapable.
He couldn't take it like you. It irks him. Then he gets over it.
I have a feeling we didn't. Her tent. We should check it out.
The plane read it was pitched by practiced hands. The tent looks old, but it reeks of cigarettes. Assorted soft covers, mostly.
See anything?
Rager Monthly, Journal of Material Science. He pocket the worn brown. He trusted.
We should read this immediately.
A thick journal. The cover is worn like someone used to. It's made of full-grain leather. Schneller is a stationery. She's got good taste and must have. And intricate the patterns. A thick journal. The journal falls open. About the large cursive, perhaps too confidently. Many phrases. It's a mix of logistical notes.
It's good she left in a hurry. We could learn a lot from this.
Hard to tell exactly. It's mostly.
There could be useful information about local operations in those notes. We have a junior sergeant at my station who's good with codes. I can give this
Esoteric radio technology. The most short, wry observations of people and places. Probably staff issues. Always tough on the leadership. The first entry is from August 2nd of last year. It reads simply, nothing on March 4th. March 5th, though, well, that's. You have no idea what she means. These are personal notes. Don't expect to understand all of it. That name, Small Wonder. Would you talk about La Puta Madre in your journal? You'd great. M's peon is coming to town, no doubt to investigate the lynching. But also, I feel it in my gut to finally. Then again, isn't that what. Were you supposed to find her? Even apart from the investigation then? On M's request? No, you wouldn't do something like this. This must be a mistake. The thought steadies your nerves. The journal stopped being holed up here for 3 days now. I'm used to being alone and all, but I don't know when I'll be able to leave, or if I'll be ratted out. Did M feel truly betrayed by me? I was feeling threatened. He'd have to know if he threatened people, they'd take measures to protect themselves. Even I know that. Economic measures first of all. Gotta make a living, right? I can still hear his voice in the receiver. Taste the plastic. The entry ends abrupt. The call was a courtesy. He must have held her in high regard to personally tell her he knew nothing on. You have no idea what she means. These are personal notes. Don't. The most recent, even when I leave here, if I leave here alive, what's my next move? Staging a lynching is a crime, even if I'm not accused of murder on top of that. Forever on the road.
It looks like she might have.
That would be a first, or a fourth. But who's counting, he thinks. Very rarely does anyone actually get framed.
No, I don't think you are. Ask someone in your precinct if you want to be sure.
He truly does not believe you are. Perhaps his trust is well placed.
I wouldn't go so far as to say that. Besides, I'm not sure her life as a fugitive is going to be much better than Weda's. Especially, Clasia was the one who pointed the finger at Ruby. Perhaps she was trying to steer us away from herself, or... Either way, when one thing is for certain, we have been...
The thick journal. The first entry is from nothing. You have no idea what she means. The thick journal. Nothing on March 4th. She is referring to betraying a previous. The thick journal.
Ratan! Now is the time! Oh, you will see. First the spirits! The blue medicinal spirits! Grab the bottle and uncork it! It is time to unleash the other world!
The bottle open, howling somewhere, lashing the...
Now, Ratan! Take me off! Ratan! Have I ever lied?
Your fingers manage to undo the oily knot, and the necktie slides off.
Now, put me in the bottle!
As the necktie slides into the cleansed by the blue spirit fire of 98 points, the necktie floats in the bluish liquid with almost unearthly grace. There is silence. The lieutenant has been observing you quietly all this time. He's struggling to keep silent.
I've got to ask, what are you doing? Of course it has. And what has the necktie been telling you, if I may ask? Wonderful.
He doesn't actually believe.
Okay, so why did you put it in the bottle? Right, okay.
We're all under stress.
Let's go.
A cockatoo. This book talks about where to even begin. All cockatoos are known for their needy natures, requiring attention for at least 2 full hours a day. They love to talk and have been described as lovable clowns. Pet owners, it is not recommended to get your ouch, not good performing. Yet this, perhaps in the words of this, where to even begin. Pet owners, it is not recommended to, yes, but all those cockatoo species are so different. Which one are you? Understandable. Choosing your heraldic bird, perhaps the most impressive of all the species, the endangered. In the words of poet-explorer Sir James Fournier, few birds more enliven the monotonous hues of the verdant forest than this big, bold, and beautiful species. This is a yellowtail. Despite its banging name, the Bang Bang, yes, but all those cockatoo species are... You're right. You're a fuckatoo embodied. Date of birth generator. You were born in the year... The trap. Fourth. Stop. Just, you are prepared. The barrels of your Villier's 9mm pistol shine Wait. Your old friend has prepared you for this, at great cost to himself.
Yes, I hear commotion.
Good.
I'm all out of shits to give, loincloth. Welcome to the fucking reckoning. Put your damn gun down. People are gonna get... Shut up! You're not gonna talk yourself out of this, loincloth shit fuck.
This is the mercenary at the gates. His chest There's something very wrong.
Shh.
This is a misunderstanding. Nothing irreversible has happened yet. You can just return to your unit and forget all about this.
The Kypt is merciful, willing to spare us if we just forget about our murdered.
You are all drunk. Come to your senses. You won't gun down 7 people.
Easy, Lizzie. Let me handle it.
He is facing overwhelming peaceful. Nest in your abdominal cavity like a little...
Fuck, there's a third one. How did we miss something like this?
The lieutenant is genuinely worried for his life. You should consult him before getting in there.
The mercenary tribune. My plan is not to get killed, but we have to intervene. If this turns into a firefight...
A sound strategy. He's the leader.
Get lost, comedian. You cops had your chance. Now it's fucking time for some justice.
I think he's calmed down. No, he didn't. He's about to open fire. He is.
Pig fuck!
You're probably gonna get killed too.
To your left, you hit
No one is going to kill anyone. Let's just...
with a wordless gurgle. The killer, the leader, gives a small nod to the helmet.
All right! End game! Light me on fire and throw me in his face!
Wait, it's a good thing you have an anthropomorphic petrol bomb. It really is. If you waste time, people will die. No, we can do this. No, please. Peace. It has worked this far. Start with the first idea you have. Move down from that.
Who the fuck is...
Glacia, the woman upstairs, where is she?
She left! She left! Her...
We should have arrested her.
You can feel how upset he is with himself.
Hey, Bushman! Your little cunt isn't gonna help.
She's gone. For God's sake, tell him the Hardys didn't do it. Present a case.
Yeah? Who did that? How fucking convenient. You think you'll... How about the kid? That'd be fucking...
Listen, please.
He's gonna do it. He's gonna shoot her. The Hardy Boys confessed to hanging him. All together. Titus said we took him out back and hanged him. He's...
You're lying.
You heard wrong. She and these men have been helping us find the shooter.
Fucking liars.
The shot rings in your ears. A low tin. The young woman stands and looks behind her. The shot has flown over her head, crashing.
I missed.
I know what I heard, Corty. They said they killed him. They said he was...
That doesn't sound good. What topic? Shots have been fired. Act before it's too late. This was a close call. Dangerous. Ask about him first. You don't want personal facts about his dead friend coming out of your mouth. He has to start it.
Yeah, I don't fucking act so well. Sergeant Major Raoul Cortiner, reporting in to burn this.
As he moves, the interlock click, click, click. The realization comes to you, like a picture puzzle coming together. No, probably foster brothers.
For killing, maiming, and humiliating our commanding officer. We're all sentenced to death by lead.
He sways from left to right.
He wasn't my fucking brother. We just grew up.
Beaten by a foster parent or someone on the phone.
Same fucking mud hut town, too.
Okay, good.
Ooh, Laley.
We researched him. We contacted...
They fucking put Laley in a leaf
There's real anguish.
It's a mindfuck, Corty.
Open fire. We can't have that. Interfere now.
Find his killer. I know what this tactic is, Silo Sam. You're gonna die for them.
Big talk, but that leaf compactor won't leave his mind anytime soon. It's a small thing, but it got him off center. International something. International... Don't say it. But now you stood there scratching your ass for 1.5 seconds. You think this helps things?
Rude. Rude.
All of you cunts inside out.
The gunner. The raddest. What do you think he does? Huh?
That struck some...
What are we waiting for?
Lance Corporal! Just fucking shut up and wait.
He is not used to commanding or leading. He feels uncomfortable.
Yes.
Yeah? So what? You should be drunk too. Or, like, drunker. You don't want to die so...
Nah.
Enough already! What?
Interrupt me again and I will execute you on the spot, Lance Corporal.
With a crash of shattering glass and a terrible roar, the fire drew... In the fiery inferno, you see your time.
I only ever wanted you to have fun, Harry.
This guy, well, his face has cracked. Yeah, his body contorts in a very disturbing manner. There's no mincing words with this one.
Eventually we all do. See you on the other side. Harry, for God's sake! Watch out!
To your right, the killer raises his rifle and takes aim at you. His moves are steady, but the long barrel of the... You steer down the barrel of the gun. You absolute destruction. Is there anything? A full suit of armor from the... He's trying to find a straight line. You leap left. A swarm of angry lead passes mere millimeters from your side, tearing fabric off your coat. Feels like the lightest of tucks. The man tilts his head. Watch out. To your left. DePaul.
God, please.
He's aiming for the eye slot in 2 shots ring at once. One from the lieutenant's pistol, and the other from DePaul's. It's aimed at the lieutenant, but it misses. You hear a scream behind. Blood gushes from the helmet's eye. An unbelievable shot. Glenn, dying in a puddle of blood behind you. His mangled torso has 2 gunshot wounds. Oh God! You see 2 crazed eyes stare at you through the burning meat and the flames. With his face boiling, the look of vengeance framed by melt. Here it comes. Death. You can't. There is no time. Something inside the pain is too immense to scream. It pushes the air out of your lungs. Nothing. A persisting darkness. Dance.
You're bleeding out. Yes, keep...
But you can't. A slender white shadow towering. Someone stands there, raising her pistol at him. No, you say, and hand out your fire. That's all it takes. There is no room for hesitation. The lieutenant moves like a you hear a faint scream, a woman's.
This is death. One more door, babe.
The fight? He's not taking it. His body is not taking it and rotting.
He can't go. Not before the case. There is a radio in the distance.
Ours turned to... It was him. He is the infernal engine. He never...
You see the lieutenant's familiar shape in the orange jacket. It's nothing. You're alive.
Sunrise, Parabellum. What happened? You threw an improvised petroleum bomb at the major. A firefight. Very.
A blood-stained killer.
You're an officer of the RCM. As retaliation, their rifleman tried shooting you. Then I shot and wounded him while Glenn took a bullet in the spine. It was meant for me. Glenn...
This is not the first person.
Titus, Fat Angus, and Theo charged. Angus and Theo did not make it. They both died before they made it to intensive care. Yes. You were bleeding out. You said something, I don't know what. And you walked.
Thank you.
I killed her. And that's what happened. De Paul was the last to die. Everhart had their bodies returned to Crenel for a funeral. Company because we deterred them? Or Joyce did? Maybe the harbor. Maybe they are simply taking their time.
He nods.
This is the one. 4. Glenn, Theo, Shanky, and Angus. All. Yes, officer. But what's done is done. And
he did not expect you both. His smoking, his hunched back. You have it worse. But he took a real...
Sunrise Parabellum. Sunrise, prepare for war. It's an old revolutionary saying. The gates of the harbor are boarded up. The streets are a little more empty. I think we may have held it off, for now. Barely. That's right. Ouch, indeed. Yes, the joke wasn't funny anymore.
The close proximity of death must have made the lieutenant contemplate his life choices.
Mr. Gart cleaned it. 2 days, in and out. Reasonably bad. You were shot in the left quadriceps. That's your thigh. The outer side, we will...
If it's possible, then by pure willpower alone, you are going to have to become...
No.
A man and a woman sit in the front seat of an armored motor carriage. Back to that shithole, he says.
I called your station after the fight. The injury was logged in. They told me they've sent... I'm sure they're worried about you. Good. You'll need to be. I did. No need. Not very. I have a concussion from that woman, but things would be worse if you didn't warn me. Easy now.
You can take it. Your balance is way...
How are you? Your disco days should have been done quite a while back. It's not ouch time yet. You just got the Dramamine pill an hour ago.
Dramamine? Then it's not that...
I honestly don't know. We can't talk to Everard. The harbor is in lockdown. Yes, she left yesterday morning. To meet the board of Wild Pines. Or that is... Maybe it's her. Maybe she kept her hand. Either way, Ruby's gone. And Classio too. We really should have arrested her, you know? I don't know. I think the theory you presented, it's someone else, outside our circle of suspects, was right. Honestly, I think our investigation has not produced a single credible suspect. What? Every piece of garbage in the...
He's wrong.
Okay. Don't be narcissistic. Half the cops in Revachol West are his peonies. Even if you are, it is...
That does make some sense.
Yes. God curse the footprints. Not solving the case for us. Au diable. We could find thousands more if we wanted.
But they seemed so mysterious.
No need to be melodramatic.
He does not know. It's morning outside. You think. He arches his brow. The ceiling fan patiently spins overhead.
I'm listening. It's extremely easy. There are thousands lying around. We found one. I'm ready to hear what you think about solving crimes now. Really? Because...
He sounds... That concussion must be making him dizzy.
No. Are you ready to limp? Good.
A gust of wind blows in from the bay. The duraluminum box around you vibrates.
Why not? Another look at the window, perhaps?
I'm all out of sh. Put your. Shut up!
There's something very wrong.
This is a
The kip.
You are.
He is nest.
The mercenary tribune. No. We have.
I'm all out.
This
This is a.
The kip.
You are.
he is nest.
Fuck.
The lieutenant is
My
He'd
the mercenary tribunal. If
a sound strategy.
Get lost, comedian. You cops had your chance. Now it's fucking time for some justice.
I think no, he didn't. He's about to open fire. He is.
Pig fuck!
Oh, people are gonna die today.
No one is going to.
With a wordless the leader. No, even if it comes, I don't know peace. Always peace. It has worked thus far. Start with the first idea you have. Move down from that. Please.
Yeah?
You should implicate yourself. Throw yourself onto the embrasure. Chest first.
Yeah?
His fingers up.
A suspect. Ruby is a suspect we chased down on the coast. She was hiding.
You think I'm fucking stupid? Go ahead.
Listen, please.
He's gonna do it. He's gonna shoot her. Your mind grinds to a halt. All you can see is the revolver in the man's armored hand. So he pulls the trigger. A plume of smoke, the shot ring.
I'm okay.
She's not. She's
Fuck this! Gene! Cancel Lizzie!
He'll be ripped apart. He wants you to open fire on the mercenaries before he does. He's waiting for you and your partner to be the shield. All right. Really, you only have time for one argument. Choose wisely.
Pops, you have no idea about the right script. If I fuck, no one's going to give a shit about.
Okay, it's not much. Now fire. Fuck them up. Dangerous. Ask
Yeah, sorry.
as he click, click, no.
For killing, maiming, and humiliating our
Who?
Where is...
It's...
Oh, he swayed.
He wasn't
Beaten by...
saying,
Okay, good.
baby, it was creep. Find it.
They.
Shush. Blood's all gone out now.
Big talk, but that leaf compactor won't leave his mind any...
rude.
All of you cunts inside it.
The gunner, what do you think he does? Huh?
That's
What are we wait?
Lance call.
He is not used to commanding. or leading. He feels uncomfortable. He'd rather shoot to kill.
Yeah.
Yeah? So what? You should...
Nah.
Enough!
Interrupt me again, and I will execute you on the custom.
Shit, this is it. Tell him anything. Tell him you have more information.
Rude. Kill him.
The porcelain and Easter ARFA7 from he's trying to. It's not easy. He has. You stared down the barrel of the gun. You 0 point absolute is there any? He's drunk. A full suit Titus behind you. Must be a. You leap left. A swarm of angry lead passes mere millimeters from your side, tearing fabric off your coat. The man tilts his head, trying to see. Watch out. God, please. He's aiming for the. He has 2 shots ring at once. One from the lieutenant's pistol, and the other, Glenn, dying in a puddle of blood. Oh God, you see 2 cold eyes looking at you through all the smoke and panic, and a pistol raised, aiming at your chest, point blank. Then the man squeaked. A look. Here it comes. Death. You can't. There is no time. Something inside your pelvis explode. Nothing. A persisting darkness.
You're bleeding out. Yes.
But a shadow towering. Someone stands there. Scream immediately. There is no room for hesitation. The lieutenant turns. You hear a roar of pain. A death.
This is death.
The pig and
There was.
it was
Life gets hard. But we go on. You see the lieutenant's familiar. It's nothing.
Sunrise, Parabellum. What happened? We tried to take the diplomatic route and hoped they wouldn't attack. As retaliation, their riflemen tried shooting you. Then I shot and wounded
This isn't.
Titus, Fat Angus, and yes. You were bleeding out by then.
Thank you. Although.
I was not able to kill him, as I should have. Crenel took him. A stray bullet killed the Pole, though. And yes. 6. Glenn, Theo, Shanky, Angus, and Elizabeth too. Elizabeth Beaufort was her name. No, she bled out before Everard's surgeon could help her. Everard sent his personal doctor, but a costly loss for the Union. She was being trained for lead. She never had a chance. She should not have been there in the first.
Stop this line of thought now. You're too.
Yes?
These papers bear the stamp of the RCM.
I had Garth open the door to your room. You were running a low bacterial fever the first night. It would have been easy were it not for my concussion. We both got lucky.
The bathroom mirror has been wiped completely clean. You see the... The bathroom mirror has been wiped completely... Next to the stack of bills. I'm sorry, I fucked everyone over. P.S.
A gift. It's hardly so. I am not drawing my gun. Yet.
Just don't walk into... Relax. Not... The medicine pity.
Mm-hmm. She certainly had. Of course you were. Amphetamine.
There is little condescension in his phrase. Be honest, he's not grilling you. He just wants to know. Ask if he's ever wanted to take it too.
That's what...
You clearly see...
Jackpot. These...
This window.
This is ballistics. She's left a trajectory for us.
Golden light melts away into the blue, glassy darkness of your mind. In it are two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman on the single bed. A two-hearted spider. Like the witness said, the man is kneeling, the woman is on her back. It's the night of March 4th and a shot has just been... The man looks directly at the woman. The shot's ending him, the red thread from the roof outside. Location A prime. The glass fractures around the bullet hole. Shards face inwards. The man does not know the bullet has entered his... Maybe if you extrapolate all possible points of origin first. Ruby ruled this out vehemently. The shot would have been heard from downstairs, where no one heard it. The shot had to come from a greater distance, beyond A prime. According to your map of the district, this shot could have come from a wide angle of locations, starting B prime for Boardwalk, B double prime for Land's End, and B triple prime for the Islet Detective. There may be smaller points in between, but those are too fine to zoom in on. 700 meters away, the likeliest of these B positions, 20% chance. A skilled sniper could have made the shot, provided he... This would explain why no one 1.2 kilometers away, the least likely of these positions, let's say 3%. A truly skilled sniper 1 kilometer away, an unlikely point of origin. Beyond the shot would have been a small miracle, 5% likelihood. There is an extremely narrow field of view from the bay to the... Then there's the thread the witness left. It suggests the bullet came from the extreme upper quadrant of possible angles, from a point beyond the roof. B triple prime, the island in the bay.
Unless she thinks the perpetrator was standing on the ring antenna. That is where the thread seems to point. She was there that night.
She had a long time.
It also looks like there may be more to her skill set than we know. The question is, should we trust her? I don't know.
What difference does it make?
She was there.
She had...
It also looks like there may be more to her skill. I find that hard to believe. So it is.
For a second he seems tired.
I just haven't got...
He doesn't really believe this will yield anything.
Of course. How do we get there? Joyce Messier had a sloop, but she's gone. Ah, yes, of course.
Hi again, gendarme. Bye-bye, gendarme. Hi again, gendarme. Bye-bye, gendarme.
Seeing you approach, the bruises...
Crazy motherfucker. There I was, thinking, where are we gonna find a tin open? Impressive shit, Copper. None of us would be breathing right.
His hand is covered in bruises and half plastered. This is big. It's as big of a thank you as Titus Hardy can muster under any circumstances.
Now, how can I help you? Dio was old. I think he'd be pretty happy with the way he went. But Angus, he was just as...
Here it comes. The last one is the worst and honest.
And Glenn was my friend. Best I've ever had. I love that crazy homo like my own brother. Dennis, that poor little rat is dead.
He didn't like him. That only makes it worse.
Sure, Capo. Puppies and... I guess I'll take a closer look at our union members. There's bound to be some... Might even ask Tibbs if he's tired of replacing windows. And maybe wants to have some fun with his brother. Anyway, don't know?
Even after all that hell, he's still bitter about her?
Nope.
He did. He shrugs and tries to look uninterested.
Judging by the sight of you...
Yeah, go pay Monica visiting Janro. She's got a knack for making men forget about their worries.
Hell,
Thank you for your advice, Eugene, and you too, Alain. I do always appreciate a good use of the expression milkers.
You're welcome, Bina Claude. You're all right in my book. Take care, coppers. You two look after yourselves now.
Copo Loco. And normal cop, I guess. Good luck in Shamrock.
thanks for getting involved, guys.
Not a lot of cops would...
And if you ever feel like the uniform...
And Titus Hardy himself would make a good officer. That man...
I will, Capo. That's a promise. Now scoot.
Take it easy on the drink.
Good point, Beano Claude.
The graffito has been painted over the traces of the fight. This was Cindy the Scar. The lieutenant...
Looks like it, yes. This is still and blood.
Heavy fuel oil. Isn't that flammable? The fuel oil catches fire immediately with an ominous hiss. What if the words are not directed at the people of Martinez, or even the coalition aerostatics above the city? They're meant for something above even those. The lieutenant has taken a small... The flames warmed him too.
Let's go to that area.
Slowly, the flames subside, the fuel burning.
Everyone says you started crying in the middle of a firefight and then bled like a pig. I guess that was cool. People, they say you'd kind of died for a moment. Just don't think because you got half your dick shot off and you're an invalid now. Kuno doesn't reward weakness. It
feels good for some reason.
Watch out, pig. It's a dangerous world out there. Who knows?
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57. How may I...
Something is wrong. Only no reply.
It's been this way for a while now. My guess is the Union is listening in on our conversation. It only happens when someone mentions the attack. The rest is unaffected. Our best bet is to carry on like nothing happened. No more dangerous than stepping between... I don't like it either, but that's the way it is. You can try calling again.
They shut everything in the cabin. You see...
This is Precinct 57. Just a...
10-4, come in, officer. Over. 10-4, sir, glad to hear that.
Feels good to get that off your chest.
10-4, sir, roger that, and very glad to hear it. 10-4, sir. Well, there's been some talk, sir. I only meant that there's been some talk in the station, that's all. But then again, some of us truly are on the take. It's unfortunate. Over. Roger that.
Oh my god! Things have gotten out of hand! I thought the psychic stuff was bad, but the crime! It's even worse! Oh my god! Even the police can't take care of all of this. Maybe I should close... I could teach people to protect themselves against bad energies and to fight crime!
Yes, what Martinez...
Exactly! It's a brilliant idea. In the meantime...
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more math? Oh, I found some. I thought this would fit you. Like, thanks for helping out. Not me. The city, I mean. Like a detective does. Yes, just like the... Right, I have to get back to my homework.
Give me a moment.
The door is... You hear someone inside.
Trying to sneak up.
My man, you're alive. Almost. Kind of. Man, what a day. I missed out on most of the action, but I heard it. So what's next? You guys heading back to Jamrock now? Talk is local union muscle were behind it all. I'd reckon the case is closed, even if it kind of turned into a shit show. Hey, that's just what I heard. Old wives' tale. Good luck with that, my man. Ain't easy being you, but hey, you're still breathing, right? Fuck it. I'm a bad guy now. We are what we are. Shoot. Sorry, man. Didn't mean it like that. Ask away. Okay.
Is it wise to share information about the lieutenant? What are you doing?
Oof. Good on her. Merciful. Downright merciful. You cops keep exercising that much?
He's clearly...
All right. That's enough sharing details.
Our tenant, the policeman. Even I can see that. Though I suppose you took the worst of it. Turns out you were your own ill omen. I'm not sure those were the loss of the men.
Officer, what happened? You're limping.
You're not limping. She sounds almost disappointed with you.
Look at you, you can barely walk. Everyone does that, in a way. What happened to you anyway?
There was an exchange of fire on Rue de Saint-Guylaine. It's nothing to be worried about, madame.
So you're a killer? That's good, I guess. Better than being dead. I've always taken you for one, that's for sure. Of course. Can I help you with... That won't be a problem. It's wind still and the tar just dried. We've got 2 days of relative sunshine ahead.
Hasn't been there herself. Who has then?
My husband used to drink there.
This must be one of the...
The kids sometimes go there too. The twins. God forbid they bring the girl along on some rickety barge.
Can we maybe ask your twin?
Be my guest. They've a strange way of talking. Well, most of it's sunken.
Aye, aye, Captain.
I'm sad to hear that.
That's cool. You boast in your back.
If you promise to bring it back, and no scrape...
Of course, ma'am. It's only...
Aye.
The crow's feet disappear.
Please be conservative with the fuel, will you? Just filled her up, but it's a small tank.
Oh, hey, man. It's good to... Goodbye.
worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown. The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the other watches him do it.
And that iron. That's, nothing. And we make a fire. Mm-hmm. Gather the sticks for the fire.
Bullet shells. There are a lot of them.
I don't know what those are. They're nice. The fire guy.
They must mean a human being on that island.
No. Yes.
Let's go with yes.
Because he asks to put the fire out. I don't know. Yes.
Because he doesn't want to be found.
I did.
Did you mean...
Yes. No, he doesn't live. No, he lives there. Been there twice. He doesn't live there.
Anything else?
I don't know. We ran. Our father didn't say that. He didn't.
Shut up. Don't punch your brother, please.
I'm not gonna stop. Doesn't even have anything to do with this, you. Father isn't the fire.
The two things are unconnected.
There's
Lights, fire guy. We should check up.
A skiff, once you get it. Have you made all the necessary preparations? Remember what the net picker said. It's a small tank. The skiff floats once you get in. Have you made all the necessary preparations? Closed all your accounts? Remember what the net picker said. Stares at you with respect, then gestures towards the trickles of blood adorning your clothes.
Any political movement goes through a period of strife. Shame you got, yet it calls back to an older era where this was commonplace. You have a true boy hiding, gathering themselves. The harbor's in full lockdown, friend. No getting in or out. No, man. Not.
He says it matter-of-factly.
Time will tell. I'll tell Everard you dropped by. I'm sure he'll be... Yeah, the janitor who gave me the key to his apartment said the guy's a bit of an asshole. Like I said before, I don't know much about this weasel, but the bossman said he's a real piece of work.
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are
If you say so, but you...
large letters on the front form a title. Wirral. Text underneath the title in smaller typeface reads, Mysterious thing. None of that witless man from Heimdall, fascist dross. Hidden behind. Yes, the Wirral setting is known for its complicated system of political alignments. But if a blurb on the back reads, Tired of the tedium and toil of modern life? Succumb to a world of high pasternal fantastique. Unleash your imagination and create an adventure of exactly that. In no time, you could be romping through grasslands with low-level characters, hunted. Don't forget heated arguments and beer. And most importantly, never you pry open the box Inside, you find a reprint of it doesn't seem to... A quick guide to the magical races of Wirral. The options are in order of importance. The Welkin, Tor, the Welkin, a Grand, the Dwell. They're just humans. What else is a very small race? The least popular of the... It's made... You don't know much. You place the die into... You see a man...
Interesting. A communard. A communard. One of the leftist revolutionaries in the anti-Semitic... It is not. The communards are not a part of the game setting. I guess I have a feeling the figurines are...
You pick the figurine up by a colorful box. A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are...
Wonderful board games. Browbritter.
Who are you going to play board games with? Do you have friends? It certainly feels like whatever you are.
For playing with friends, I'd recommend Suzerainty.
An endless variety. There's also books in a board games. A towering mountain of colorful board game books. Typical Martinez streetlight sits. All the old...
Between you and me, this is why I don't get involved in local politics. In its purest form, now I transcend...
He produces a mission. The lieutenant whistled.
A genuine crystal sprach.
The Model 9 also comes equipped with a signal. Well, it's not that Ilmaran surplus junk, that's for sure. You'll be back again. For the moment, yes. You'll be back again. Sure. Let me have a look. Anything else you're thinking of selling? Another time.
The skiff floats on the calm mirror of the sea. Once you get in, that's... Have you made... Remember what the net picker said? It's a small...
What? Fine. Let's...
Sad FM is a radio station specializing in sad, slow...
Want to be free. Want to be free. It will last forever. Eternally. Want to be free. Want
The boat comes to a slow stop. The lieutenant turns in the silence. Let's go. The chain trails off into the ocean, connecting the island.
Ah, yes, so it seems. For bringing munitions to the island?
As a defensive. ICM. This feels familiar somehow.
Insulindian Citizens Militia.
Sounds an awful lot like.
It does. The RCM made this. It's impossible to say. It was chaos after the war. The name was good for getting...
Nice, political. A mediocre athlete would pant from dragging around his body on a busted crutch. But not you. You're thinking about politics, with blood dripping down your thigh.
That's just a coincidence, officer. Upside...
With its horns in the sky.
No, that's...
A DeLorean-era symbol of Insulinda, known as the Face.
After one of these barrels was...
The mother of humanism stands up. Why? That does seem to be a problem. The mother of... An old cylindrical general. The lieutenant puts it...
It's cold now, but someone has been maintaining it. The wiring has been repaired. Downstairs, somewhere? Liquid carbon. I would imagine it takes mazout. The kind that's favored by vagrant...
If anyone stayed here, they'd need a hollow ring. The canister is empty.
I don't know.
That is his idea of a joke. A small agony. He nods approvingly.
Someone with basic electrical skills has restored it in order to keep the room.
The wind outside picks up some. The lieutenant assists you. There's a red starter switch. The recoil start wakes the old generator up. The machine sputters like...
That should do it.
Books and magazines, like most, are soft covers. Popular depictions of man versus nature, by among what is mostly...
Someone's made themselves a home.
Soft covers, serialized, and oh yes, under the bed, there is a rather extensive collection of critical theory, that is, dour, life non-affirming left-wing literature, published by small imprints such as Abattoir Firm and Ouzia. It's not exactly like read...
Ouzia. Humanitarian sciences. Stands out.
Your incendiary remark. Wasn't there some in the communist students' room?
Well, yes.
The little books seem inconsequential.
Again, I am not a philosopher, but whoever has...
Interesting. Soft covers. Soft covers. There's a greasy...
Someone has been squatting here. The linen is fresh, recently washed.
You force the rest of the sentence.
You know, officer, you can rest here if you are feeling tired. I will keep watch. You could...
You face the concrete wall. There's less light there. You didn't realize how tired you were. The blanket feels cold. You feel yourself standing up in the darkness, right next to the mattress. Slowly, the world begins to hatch from the blackness. It's evening. Sleep. Dolores Day, the innocence of humanism. internationalism, and the wealth. Okay, don't say you need to talk, but you don't even want to talk to her. She let her go. This is the holy queen of the territories of Muindi and Insulinda. Think of these stories.
I'm going to Morova. To live there, in Grad. It's one. I'm sorry. I was heading to the air.
She means she doesn't have time to tend to your... She sighed. What are you doing? Stop saying things like that.
No, Harry. No. I don't want a massive... We don't have anything to talk about anymore. Every combination of... It's all gone.
Oh God, whatever you do, don't try to kiss her yet. Not after that. You're still reeling. You'll fall over if you try now.
I don't want it. It looks expensive. That's not what figuring...
She looks at the headless Fountain Rider between your fingers and doesn't know what to say.
No, please. Please don't give me anything. Harry, I don't want this. I didn't... But now, only boring hell remains. We both said a lot.
It was her. I can feel it. I can see it in her tender, long fingers, in her wrists. Her hand wrote it.
As Queen Regnant, I write a lot of letters.
You need to recite. Yeah. She won't get hurt. She'll bend out of the way.
Please, Harry. I just don't have time for this. Okay, stop. Yes. Are you happy now? Very well. I wrote it. It was morning. It was 100 million years ago. I was someone else then.
The light of the video rental shines through her dress now. A DeLorean figure, cut in black, moves below. It's still her. Her legs.
Is there really anything left? I don't know what you mean. Dolores Day? Wasn't I Dolores Day just a second ago? Now I'm the X thing? I haven't even bought the ticket.
We all told you. Everyone warned you.
Literally all of you.
I'm glad too.
What? She does not look back. Instead, 1,000 times you've beaten animal. 1,000 times you've raised that fabric. What is underneath has all... In your mind, you could still climb inside her bed. Still the only...
The morning? I don't understand. Oh my God, Harry, stop. I can't do that anymore. I'm not 80 years old.
This is a bit much for me. It feels like the advisor to the Queen of Sorrent's side.
Yes, Harry. I am.
A tiny golden watch with red straps around her bony little wrist. With your feet trembling from the steps you took, she is not kissing you back. This was not about failure or success. This was always going to be her chest, hidden, distant, kept safe from you. The moment is ending. She is going to move her face away from yours. trying hard not to look at you. Brother, you should put me in front of a firing squad.
No, I'm just Dora. Why did you do that to yourself? You know I don't cheat, Harry. I never cheat.
She breathes out heavily, as if she shakes her head one more time.
No, Harry. Not yet. There is one more I'm pregnant. Of course not. I terminated yours. Don't you remember? You poor fuck. Poverty's now. Go ahead.
No more questions.
It's not. But I don't know why I said, but that's it, yes.
Where? Stop. You're only making it worse for him. You never help with anything.
See? It just takes some time. For you, I think, but...
She keeps her shoulders squared. It's not. It's just not possible. It's like eating rocks. You just can't do it.
No, Harry. We already tried.
Is that how it is now? Not you too.
Yes, of course. You've got everything under control. I don't know. Please. Harry, we can't be together.
She avoids turning them to you. They're turning moist now. Her eye.
I have to, Harry. Really, I've already...
I was wrong. You don't have power over her anymore. You shouldn't have said that. I am wrong about everything.
That was someone else. I betrayed her. I won't see you, but you will... Oh, Harry. This is a dream. Can't you... Right here, tomorrow night. Once this dream... I'm suffocatingly beautiful. And young. And I smell of oh yes, this is real darkness. It's not death, or war, or child molestation. Real darkness has love for a face. See you tomorrow.
You're up quick. How was your sleep? I did not want to wake you. Perhaps I should have? Was it a job dream?
The lieutenant, I understand. We've all been through similar things. It can be overcome.
Okay.
He's still worried. You... You see a small metal door.
Another part of the island, probably. Maybe this is one of the doors we don't.
He's right. It would be better to open its big brother. A powerful engine hangs under the ceiling. It must control the blast door.
All right. I retract my statement. It was naive. Let's...
Green paint flicks off the monocle. The keys rattle.
The console of an anti-computation device. The generator upstairs, with wires coming out. I think, yes. Let's see. That one. The emergency open.
The blast door opens with a series of clicks. A shaft of light appears, then widens as the light shines in. A sudden...
After you. I don't know.
A thin wisp. A strange feeling, with a bottle in your hand. Perhaps there's someone where it's maybe. You know it's going to hurt. Always. Yes, cold and still. Oh fuck. No. We're not starting with that. Not now. Not this time. This in the still mirror, islets and posts, like step. An old man, wearing tracksuit trousers, leans on the frames, then spits it out into the unclouded by cataract. He's practically tearing up from spite. Hatred got the best of him a long time ago.
The what now? I may have. Oh,
the position.
Fire guy. Regressive bourgeoisie henchman. Can't even talk like it's not nice. It's a piece of shit. But it's a triangle.
Southeast Samaran made.
A Samaran right?
It was sent to us by our brothers in the Signal commune. My eyesight?
A shudder of disgust passes his...
You heard me. It's good now. Like chalk, white from the board.
No. Put it down now.
Or you're gonna blow my brains out before you question. It's out of bullets.
Like an amputated limb, he stares on, his wrinkled mouth moving without a sound.
The future.
The present.
The present to be afraid and cold. Real music. Real Brilliant Kult. That's...
You need to address that remark.
The job of a bougie dog. It is the anthem in Grad. They sang brave children, favorites of his. How did it go? Something about shooting rabbits. I don't know.
His gaze follows your motions. The rifles in a shack on the butt, you see Vespertine.
The right type and the right
He's liking this.
No one said it has to be a Belma grave.
From ballistic.
It doesn't matter if it was made in Shanty Shanty. All it has to do is use jacketed ammunition. And it does.
The old man keeps following your motion. This looked very much like the murder weapon. It could be used...
My name is Josef Lilianovich Dross, Political Commissar of the 114th Anti-Aircraft Division of the 4th Army. I am a deserter, a partisan, and a prisoner of war.
The Commune of Revachol? Do you mean the ICM?
From the insular Indian cities, I left my unit on the eve of the landing. When I returned here...
51 minus 8 equals 43.
No. I was an resurrection until they turned it into a spa in 18. 43 years and 10 months. It's too long. It's not...
He just couldn't. He nods, but he can't.
What have you been doing?
Hiding.
Where the afternoon grows late, on Rue de Saint-Ghislain, people walk home. Two police officers step out of the Whirling in Rags cafeteria. Satellite officer Jean-Vic Mayer, patrol officer Judith Minot, points west. The officers go.
Always waiting. For her.
Her who?
Girl child. Revolution. Always. No. The historic opportunity.
So that's why he's the deserter.
I have done everything
We keep people alive. We help them survive. Whatever.
Survive? For what? I was just 16 years old. 15 when I volunteered. You could say I misunderstood the historic role of the proletariat. A second is all it took for reaction to take hold. It's the same thing. You haven't...
And this was...
What? May the 13th, 08. 44 years ago. It's not enough. It's not an island. What? It's a defensive fortification of the commune of Revachol. And I am its last surviving defender. The congenitally deformed coalition death blow. You're one of them. Tell me, who speaks like that? We had 50 million people on Caillou alone. Sure you are. You're RCM. Answer me. Who calls an operation against 50 million people Iblis?
He knows. Shaitan Ahura, the Darkened One.
No, I am not a soldier. I am trained in historical materialism. Then as
the old man doesn't.
His job was to assure the army answers to civilian control and follow
scientific communism. A commissaire politique.
He was like a cleric, a shepherd.
No, the opposite.
He nods slowly, then another tremor.
You're in...
Detective, we have not come here to discuss ideology. We have come to ask...
The old man's... There's definitely something off with his body. Something more than just metabolic.
You're with the RCM. The coalition-appointed mob that enforces bourgeois morals in Revachol. You're the RCM. You represent the Moralist International. Take me to them as a prisoner of war. I have relinquished my weapon.
A spray of blood from his... Rene, the royalists on the coast said.
Only the army. Liberal reactionaries signed it for them. Traitors who should have been burned alive.
Is that part of why you've been here?
He just wipes the blood from his chin.
Honor is a feudal atavism. My motive, there's nothing serious. I've used it.
Here we go.
Killing people.
It's a gun. That's what they're for. I've used it.
Interesting. During or?
There is no after the war.
So he's continued killing. I'll go in straight. No. Be careful now. Slow. Don't mess this up. Remember, he wants to tell you. Get personal. Nothing comes to you, and in them, a chill, like electricity running up your spine.
Detective.
Damn it, ask it already, he wants to say.
What did I just say?
What did I just tell you? Don't drop the ball now.
I don't want.
And why did you think that was a good idea?
The who now?
He heard you. He just wants to hear you say it again. This is dramatic flair on his part. Right choice. We're in. Do it, sire.
Oh, yes.
Did you kill him?
I am a son of a welder and an officer of the commune of Revachol.
Exhaust him with proof. The scent of blood. Something about the tracks. Suddenly, all those tracks are so confusing. Go with something else first. Wait, here it comes. The goddamn Maybells. There were Maybells in the grass when you got here, and Maybells on Clausia's balcony. Wait, don't forget the footprints. The diagonal prints in the dust in the secret space behind Clausia's bedroom. Now, you got it. Remember? The boot print. Maybe don't beat yourself. Nothing else comes up. You see, the lieutenant. I'm sorry, this didn't do it.
Officer. A word?
Honorable one, you have accumulated a substantial amount of honor points on your life path. Oh, the modesty. You are on the fast track to becoming one of the rarest, most revered of all police officers. An honor cop. Yes, your deeds are even among the honorable. Honor comes from deep within you. And to truly know oneself, to know you need to bring the thumb of your right hand, your sword hand, to your rectum and stick it in there to form the Arch of Honors. Most dishonorable are those who have known you brought much shame on your family.
I think we may have this. From nothing to this in a day. This is good, Lieutenant Gefreiter. We just need a confession first and then maybe a solid motive later. I can see that, yes. I'm not judging. Ballistics. Let him cook here for a minute or two. We can have another look around it.
It doesn't have to hold in court. Just establish a line of sight.
Yes, good going. That's good. We are doing very good.
You hear that?
Remember, he wants to tell us, but he doesn't want to help us. It needs to look like we already...
There is palpable excitement. He thinks the deserter has more than just this case in him. 44.
Oh, yes. And he hasn't spoken to any...
Minions of capital. What do you want? Petty bourgeois law. This is all you care about, right?
A drop of blood. Tear into him again. Pile it on him.
Damn Maybells.
He seems tender suddenly.
So many this year, too. The spring is coming. Classier. With the victim.
Almost. But you need one more. Just one.
Everything is brands with you individualists.
Show me the souls, please.
Fucking imbecile.
The maker is called sensory. These are not the unusual horizontal patterned souls you saw in the dust on the floor of the hidden room. They do.
The size fits, but not the soul.
Sire, he doesn't have to be wearing them right now.
Racking those brains, are you? Desperate to report something back to your...
The lieutenant gives you a quick sight. The prints were his. You can see it in those eyes. The old man stares at his own prints in the ash. More. He's gonna crack. But you need a little more.
Not a lot of guns around.
It's a real gun. Not like your little musket. You look like imbeciles. Why don't you ask them to give you real weapons, eh?
Damn, he saw you. He's watched it happen. So he saw you. Okay. So what? Don't let it divert you.
You didn't handle anything. I watched it happen. You let none of those people mean anything.
You're getting diverted.
So you watched the fight. Did you like what you saw?
You don't know anything.
You know what? You're right. I'm convinced this made the shot. Should we call it? .46 jacketed ammunition. Modified. Good. This feels good, doesn't it? Tearing things up like this.
Murder.
Like a marionette.
You know who he was. A coalition-trained murderer. Armored and armed. He wasn't human. The blunt end of a hammer. Dripping with blood. Beating us to the ground. Moaning with joy. You hounds get so thorough when a company got your attention. Now you stop beating druggies and prostitutes in your basement. Now you come to investigate.
This is it. Shot him. Shot him. Say shot him, not killed him.
Oh, the inhumanity. One paramilitary less in Revachol.
The lieutenant raises his... Hush. He does not need to be pushed anymore.
I had them in my sights. Both of them. Him and the whore. I was breathing with them. In phase. And I pulled the trigger and flew on the air until I landed in his mouth. I didn't think I had a shot like that in me anymore. I did. I saw him kneel there with nothing. I went to sleep. Next morning there were Maybells everywhere. The world was white and...
Mr. Dross, are you aware you...
Yes.
And you were looking at them? The victim and a young woman having sex? Through the scope of...
The old man.
Why?
Because that's what they would...
The motive. This, you can coax it out of him. The lieutenant...
I don't understand. Do you, detective? I don't understand this part.
I'm always looking.
Are you always looking through the...
A rifle scope
helps him see all the shit.
And if you don't like it? Then you pull the trigger?
Yes.
He will not stop now. These dialectical material, you got him going. Connect every little piece now. Wrap this up like a gift.
Them fucking. I didn't like that. Jealousy is a reactionary concept. I didn't like the Reaver enjoying it, and I wanted to see his head explode. That too. She should know. That's all it takes for the bullet to reach his head. Now that I think of it, I wasn't angry.
This man has seen past her, and now he longs to punish her.
There's nothing to hold on to.
The coals of his eyes glisten suddenly, like stones dripping with water.
Man needs to feel something else. In this fight, it helps if you have your arm. Woman. The
cold
man needs. Yes. Over the years. It's not unproletarian to feel something. No, I don't really know. I was there one night and she was crying, like a child, in the corner of her room on the floor. The day after I killed him. Yes, I don't know why I do the...
It's as if something put the thought there, to leave the flowers.
What do you mean?
A brief flash of terror.
Maybe. I have these...
Sudden...
If you came 10 years ago...
In the silence. One more down.
She practically breastfed that man. You wouldn't believe the things she let him...
You stare at them too. In your mind, her innocence day still turns to... See you tomorrow, Harry. Her voice rings in the evening air. Burning.
No one gives a shit what you think. You and your cronies killed 10 working-class men since she came to Martinez. I saw her sneaking in the reeds early in the morning, behind the Feld building. It was dark.
Past the Feld building on the coast? What was she doing there?
Hiding something in the water. She had a fag after she'd done it.
And beautiful.
That.
How could you see what she looked like?
The sun came up. Her hair was like cobwebs. Her passport and ticket.
In the free state of Seminine, hidden away at the edge of the earth, near...
After she was...
Did you keep what was in it? When...
No. Why would I do that? I didn't need tickets.
This implies also a little inconsistency here. He was surprised to hear her name Clausia before. Would he not have seen it on the documents?
It didn't say Clausia in there. It was something. Why would I need that trash? I'm not going to. I did. She had a face like an archipelago, with those birthmarks. And a body. I could see who she was, too. A spook. On the run. Revachol's the cloaca of capital now. All the bagmen and arms dealers.
You could tell she was a spook? From the documents?
She had different color hair on the photo. And glasses.
He's setting it up for you. The bruises. You can't make that out in a scope.
You can't see bruises through a scope. It's just a blur.
It quickly comes to you.
Oh, yes. Cutting those drugs of hers into little lines with a knife.
Everything in him fills with impossible longing.
Did you make that hole?
With a clip-point knife. Like that, too. Yes. Bending like a bow against the glass. I've been through all of Martinez. Yes, that too. The things they did in that little room. You turn it on inside, and it gets so dark.
Those two took the cake. You hear the familiar script. One more loose end.
How did you get in there?
I can just walk in the hostel now after a good wash. They all think I'm an antisocial, a vagrant. Closing out.
You had to open the steel door?
I got that open a long time ago. Some bourgeois game merchant lived there. I don't know, 15 years ago.
One more thing.
What about?
There. He's already admitted to it. Just ask.
I did? I shouldn't have. I was there one night, and she... The day... Yeah?
It's as if something put the thought there. To leave.
Maybe. I have these...
A sudden
review.
In. One more down.
Her.
The lieutenant nods at you. In acknowledge. That's it.
Where is she? That Clasier. I haven't seen her there for days. Gone. I knew it. She'd look. At night, crying or...
Midtown, across the Bay of Revachol. The oceanic wind. On the platform, a young woman is withdrawing from amphetamines, barbiturates, and alcohol. Yet smaller, distant, hidden. Not like the there, on a dilapidated jetty, in a nameless village. 2 police officers and 1 special consultant look across a narrow strip of sea. He's there, doing what exactly, I don't know. Special consultant Heidelstein is optimistic. We'll see the boat. As the men go, Patrol Officer Minnow looks back. Good luck, Harry, she thinks.
We could get more. We've got him talking.
Who knows? You could get more out of him. Enough. Take him in. Bend is
a tragic comedy. Druggies, prostitutes, and rentiers. Specifically, the whole city is a charnel house. Stripped clean because of the racists. Everyone is a racist in Martin. Pump full of steroids and Radio Revachol 92. Race this, race... Yes, the fly larva in his container. He let some nihilistic advertising yuppies erect. Not since the serfs of ancient Pericarnassus has history produced a more inert social class than the Martinez proletariat. Intense, like animals. Like those boom-boom morons on the ice. A pity they didn't... The worst of them is the blood-drenched Sucrion on her yacht, licking her lips. The old whore's gone now. Her gun-toting porcelain men are dead. The worst is that old cock parading around in his uniform, throwing balls all day. It's not enough that every morning he's there, while the parasites he fought to protect are off in Ozon, or Coyamorang, or some other island they built their palaces on. Feeding... That's all the rich really want. Sex with their own children. Throughout history, even the royal bloodline of the suzerain, it's all just an excuse for them to have sordid sex. At least that old cunt Frisell is now dead. We did good when we pushed him under that horse car. If only in the 30s, those disco whores.
The disco whores are too much. Hatred shuts down his What was that about? There was something about a statue and nihilistic advertising agency people. Might be worth investigating.
Whores. Yes, steroids. A racist on steroids. What is my opinion? No. The rich...
Yes. But he was there. Why was he there if you can't have an opinion?
I find it strange that you keep bringing this up. You moralist types are... The rich man doesn't care about complexion. He rules the world, and he laughs at your moral soliloquies. Every fucking morning, for 34 years. Throwing that ball. Royalist ghouls played like it was life itself. Click, clack, across the water each day. And that I remember him. I remember him from La Noce. Not him, personally. His make and model. There were tens of thousands of them. I thought we took them all out. That one. Fat and plump, like a pheasant, just begging to be popped off.
He whispers with such predatory hunger. It borders on...
Not yet. I like to look at him strut around, place the crosshair on his medal.
Save the treat for later?
He is a juicy bonbon, that one. A real better. I even hid one bullet.
Momentarily, he's worried for him. He reminds him of himself. They are veterans of the same war. Somewhere west in Coal City, his enemy is with an agitated gait. Satellite officer Jean Heron Vichmer paces the jetty. Police work? Patrol officer Judith Minot replies, with a tinge of hope in her voice. A tinge of warmth, too.
Syphilis is a disease Philip III contracted and... Another hideous disappointment. Unions are...
Disappointment. So personal. He displays a familiarity with the union.
That deformed toad? I wouldn't expect him to wipe...
Edgar.
He talks a big game about uprising and social base. First against the wall with him.
The Clares wouldn't miss a man hidden in their own backyard. Not all this time.
Of course. Don't go straight for the kill. Exhaust everything else first. Soften him up.
I haven't approached anyone. I hid.
How did he know you were here?
He didn't just stumble in like an oaf. He figured it out. Some kids told him about him. Stepped right off the boat and walked down where you came. I even kept the door up. I was right about one of those things. 20 years ago, neither of them could walk.
That's around the time the Clares...
Edgar did the talking. Paid his respects like I were a fossil in a uniform. Offered platitudes about the... Never trust a social democrat who quotes Marzoff. Oh, and charity, too. They love their charity. Let me be here. The ZOC is an unlawful successor of the Commune of Revolution.
They let him be here. Understand?
You know why I killed that fucker, Dwight. As to Edgar...
Again?
Tried teaching him some Marzovian socioeconomics. They didn't stick. We parted ways.
Okay, he didn't do the hanged man for them, but he's insinuating something. Affection comes to you like a splash of cold water. He acknowledges it.
That bourgeois cow. Tiffin Holly was her name. And money. She liked that too. That Holly was a...
Bordering on sentimentality, it drips out of him, tempered by something familiar to you.
Called in, they say. On the eve of battle. Ran away.
No, that's not...
Did she? They say her daughter called in, not her personally. But that wasn't real.
No, I guess it was not. She couldn't make the call herself.
Here it is, the bend in the rib.
Because she was dead. Because the cow caught a bullet in her right lung. Fell into the canal, grasping her tit and drowned. Or bled. Hard to say. It was a sloppy job. She was going home, waddling, dressed in yellow, drunk like heading home to Grand Couronne or Betancourt, someplace like that, where they build those new bâtiments for the people. Someone shot her. Or maybe the cow just fell.
Another big spike of rage.
Nothing changed. Not in the material.
Edgar didn't keep his part of the deal. If you were to testify to this, give the RCM something on Edgar, you could walk. We would strike everything you've done and process you as a POW. You were in a war. You were on assignment. We could even extradite you to the...
A degenerate worker state. Go shit. No, thank you. I'm Revacholian. My days are short. I will rot away here, in a moral intern cell. I will not testify to anything. I saw it happen, and I liked it. That's all I have to say. Everyone is a blobber in this world. Everyone betrays...
The same. There is plenty here to work with once he's in custody. And the lieutenant knows it. He gives you...
Glad? It's all gone.
His lip curls.
Glad?
His lip curls into a sneer at the memory.
Glad? It's all gone. I ain't...
The old man stares.
What? But you said I would...
The wind picks up. The silence on the water is...
Your wayfarer rights have been suspended. Information provided to the officers on the scene will be used against... Do you?
But... No, I don't want to. I have to stay here.
He's sweating. Pupils are dilated.
Your confirmation is not required, sir. Now on to the boat.
You thought you heard something.
Maybe we could all fit in there. Actually, no. Not really. We could escort him to the pier, then...
But then, who watches him while you're coming back here?
You come back for me? How about I go and send a boat back?
What is this farce?
Something is happening. Lillian. You could ask her, maybe.
This is no harmless old man.
This fucking world. This world. What is this?
No, listen. Listen now.
No, it would take a whole day on this island. You go and transport the prisoner. I'll be here. I can escort.
This world. What are you? The wind is cold. Your skin is crawling suddenly. A delicate tangle of arms and legs unfolds from the reeds, limb by...
What are you talking about? There's nothing...
The stick insect is over 3 meters tall. You feel your legs shaking under you, and your gun hand rise in...
Tell me what you see, damn it.
I can see.
4 simple words, but that mean it's really there. Spit.
Be very, very careful.
The creature stands on long stilt-like legs. Antennae, reed-like tufts, stick out of its joints. As the insect moves its forearms, it produces a faint hiss. Like a reel-to-reel machine, slowly, with your breath held, you take 2 small, like laughter. Sweat drips from your brow. Hissing and clicking, it extends its mandible-like antennae to greet you. You're right below it now, looking up at the colossal chitin of its white limbs. The head of the creature, no reply. A total ancient silence. You were right. Little bubbles form on the mouth parts of the creature, on its segmented lower lip.
Careful. It may be poisonous.
The foam slowly turns a darker shade, like burnt caramel, as the insect...
I exist. Tell me what it's like for you. Yes, holy is the Lord. Now, I will tell you what it's like for me. For me, it is a series of shapes of plants and animals. An internal sensation. I am at the end of a narrow funnel. Weightless. So light, it only feels like something to be me. In truth, perhaps I'm nothing. Few of us can begin to imagine the horror of you, with all of creation reflected in your forebrain. It must be like the highest of hells, a kaleidoscope, even when you're sleeping. And when you wake, you carry it around on your neck. That must be incredibly hard. The arthropods are in silent and meaningless awe of you. Know that we're watching. And when you fall, we will come to raise you up. But from you, banner-like, blossom...
In honor of your shit, Lieutenant Efrain. Detective, arriving on the scene.
So am I. I was born to detect sucrose rewards and semiochemicals. What were you born to detect? Yes, no one detected me for such a long time. But no one believed I exist. Almost no one. Until you came, Detective. Not even the birds know that. Not even the water lily. You can also eat it.
Wait, so...
Yes, they don't mind. Yes, I once cloned myself and ate the little ones. It was winter, and I woke up at the wrong time. It was an accident. I am an unknown species of the order Phantasmadia, endemic to the insular.
It may have unknown, dangerous biochemical characteristics that help it maintain its
No one unnoticed by the first settlers, and the lands of I have stayed hidden through 4 forms of government and 2 scientific revolutions. No, You're aware? Yes. I do not have a starter display, so I use a neurodegenerative element to aid in camouflage.
The deserter. He's been here for a long time.
No. The moral of our encounter is, I am a relatively medium life form, while you were the pale too came with you. No one remembers it before you. The Nidarians do not. The radially symmetrics do not. There is an almost unanimous. It is a nervous shadow cast into the world by you, eating away at reality. A great, unnatural territory. You're a violent and irrepressible miracle. The vacuum of cosmos and the stars burning in it are afraid of you. We suspect it will be something like the oxygen holocaust that wiped out
Instead of air, you exhale thoughts. There are no...
everything your eyes touch goes back there, behind the nerve mirror. What if you blink? Are we still here? Please don't blink. What if you misplace us all one day, or just forget? Please be. Or one day, one of you will close your eyes and sigh, and open them to see.
It doesn't look like that, no. You're just staring at it. Okay. Is it somehow related to the case? I think we should take the picture, and then you should back away from the unstudied.
No, there is one more. Thank you. I also have one more thing to say to you before you go. That woman, turn from the ruin. Turn and go forward. For free, you cannot lie to me. Behind you, it smells of fires. She was hell on earth. It doesn't take a 3-meter stick insect to tell you that.
The insect stops its stridulation. Suddenly, no, stop. B, as you do, the invertebrate comes to praying to you. Unwittingly, the insect continues. Perhaps it is preparing to eat its god.
Okay.
There is no change in the insect's motion, while it...
In 3, if it moves, you'd...
The shrill flash of the camera cuts the air like the blade of a sword. The phasmid freezes.
I got it.
For all time. The antennae hang from a great height. With your hand, the sensation is... It is surprisingly delicate. Looks like someone's got hurt enough.
Be careful, detective. It's moving.
You were right. It glistens with some kind of moisture. The creature in front of you stays frozen. It tastes like sugar. Very faint, odorless. The limb before you is incredibly light, like eggshell. Warning! A small shudder passes the creature's arm. There is some kind of countdown happening. The stimulus overloaded it. It's another shudder pulses through the creature's lip. As you're turning away, the phasmid mirrors your movements, stepping on the water, the long limbs carrying its feather weight without breaking its surface. And just like that, it's gone, skating away across the sea's calm, and something under it. In the place
it's gone. Looks like a nest of some... Apparently, yes.
What now?
In some kind of strain.
Our suspect is not looking.
Brother, you've managed to collect all the armor pieces. Too bad it's too late for the big showdown. Indeed. You found it all. This passport.
Classia's hidden documents. From...
It's Clausia, with short black hair and glasses. Old photo. Before life came.
Maybe our man, Mr. Dross, took it from Classia's, or whatever her name was. Hiding place, or... Like a magpie? What a coincidence. Then it would also have collected the other objects, which would...
By now, the lieutenant has accepted your...
I can see how the helmet could wash up on the island. And the scope. Maybe...
Would it? Maybe it was simply curious.
An octopus belongs to a very different class. She said it would be for Anouk Meyer-Smith. Anouk Meyer-Smith.
Katarzyna Alazia was supposed to be her real name. Weird. I told you she kept lying to you. She's probably lying to someone else right now. In another city.
Yes, somehow she managed to lie to us. One more time. In a way, I don't know. But it's not Katarzyna Alazia or Perhaps it's better that we didn't arrest her. Who knows?
What is it? What do you want from me? See.
Mr. Dross?
The man does not respond with fear, like an addict of some terrible substance. A light shiver.
He's going into some kind of psychomotor immobility.
The trembling mouth.
Between this and the broken tire he's used for a boat, I think it's safe to leave him here, while we go and get help. It will need to be medical first.
He stares into the reeds. Your words, no...
Did you take this passport and other...
There.
He hears us.
No reply.
Try something else? We got him.
Nothing. The last...
If Kuno kicked it into...
I lost.
He turns...
He lost. This site is a T9.
Silence. You've gotten all the plastic cake. The strength is all...
Old age and shock. Yes. The arrest and the appearance of the phasmid.
There's much more. Remember what it said when it spoke.
Told you? Yes, good. During your long staring, he did seem distressed when it finally came to arresting him. I have absolutely forgotten to take notes. I hope I remember all of this.
No one would believe you.
We should think about getting back to the mainland.
The skiff is swaying.
Let's. We are done here.
The skiff rocked, but for the sound of conversation. 2 men and a woman stand on the... You reach the jetty and climb out of the skiff.
Look what the tide brought him. Harry, you're bleeding all over the...
Whatever this is, it is... This is the man with sunglasses from the Whirling in Rags. But where are his sunglasses?
Bothered by it? Harry... Oh, fuck it. Let's not get into that. That's right. And we're not forgetting about...
Hello, I'm Trent Heidelstein. I believe we've met on...
I'm your goddamn partner, Jean-Vic Quemar. And this is your special task force. Or what's left of Special Consultant Trent Heidelstein. But...
Hi.
We've come to scrape what's left of.
Lieutenant Kim Kisuragi, Precinct 57.
The scene is making even him feel as though he...
We might need your help with some...
As if he recalled that he's in fact a decorate.
But this is clearly a departmental matter, so I'm going to leave you to discuss it among yourselves.
It's good to meet you, Lieutenant Kitsuhagi. Ari, we want to help you. Trent, I believe this is where you...
I don't quite know what I'm doing here. I was asked to participate as my background is in something else entirely. I engage in...
No, Trent, it's too late. You're part of this shit now. What have you got?
What does he have to say for himself? He left you shit, kid. What an interesting moniker.
You. Shit.
Maybe you've deserved it.
The cafeteria manager you fucked over told us where you went.
And people on the street helped us too.
You're a legend among the drunks, Harry. A legendary local drunk. Guilty as charged. I heard you'd lost your mind and your memory. And it was. Good work, Harry. You're insane now. There's what?
He was too sarcastic for you to realize who he was.
I'm clinically depressed, Harry. Sorry if I wasn't in the mood to batter you up after you told us to fuck off. Had what coming? Not recognizing people you work with every day. Brain damage.
Lieutenant, my name is not Horse-Faced Woman. It's Judith Minot. I was assigned to your unit 2 months ago. I thought we were friends. Okay. Because you're my commanding officer...
That will never happen, Jude. He's the rudest man on earth. He's the reason why the rest of us have to take sensitive...
Yes, I'm Trant Heilestam. I never said I wasn't Trant Heilestam. Mikhail? Mikhail's my son. No, I was just interested in the Feld building and the Martinez...
Him being there with his son, it was not a coincidence. It's difficult to see, but he was worried about you.
What indeed? I was asked to share my take on some of the more obscure theories developed in Königstein.
He's here to see if you're insane. He is smart. Let's move on. Duped? Hey, here's a brilliant idea. Don't be a morbid drunk and you won't be duped so easily.
Yes, I'm still Kim Kisuragi. Still a lieutenant.
Still caught up in this crossfire, too.
Yeah, Major Crimes Unit, under Lieutenant Dubois and Vicomar. Ring it. Refresh your memory? It's a goddamn mate.
I'm technically just...
Oh, fuck you. You're part of this shit show. Oh, that's an interesting story. Other people have left too. Good, smart people. People we won't get back. Only me and this really patient patrol officer are still here.
Is this Guillaume Bevy blonde and partial to sunglasses?
See? There. He's getting it. I was impersonating him. Look at me, I'm G. Bevy. It was going to be funny, but then you really did.
He sincerely thought it was going to be a me.
Do. It's a major crimes unit. We clear the desk of...
They're your posse, or what remains of it. Handpicked.
The 41st isn't...
God damn it, Harry. You told us to fuck off. You said we're cramping your style. Your detective god. Fuck everything. All will burn. Detect or die. Sure. You're not a superstar law official. Talk on the town is your Guillaume Le Million reincarnate. I know this shit. The bells aren't ringing because you have brain damage.
Well, he doesn't have visible tremors, he talks without slurring, he can drive a boat.
Meaning, you forgot both who...
As displayed in the station call, our interactions with him, and I don't want to be a snitch, but also mine with him before when Harry did not seem to...
Interesting.
Yes, interesting. I have my theories, but I would like to hear Harry's thoughts first. Harry, what do you think happened to you? Neurologically, psychologically, and why not socioeconomically?
Corresponding to the 20-centimeter hole in your brain.
Precisely, Satellite Officer Vic Mayer. It's Martinez.
This sounds odd, but I was there. The church on the... Either way, it was real. I've even put it...
Thank you, Lieutenant Kitsuragi. Just to clarify, I do not think his honorary anthropometics are... What has not been proven is total memory loss after drinking.
But Detective Vigmer, he has blanked out before. Yes, a couple of times. After some of the more serious benders. One was after the...
So you don't remember, not remember.
Interesting. So at first he dipped his toes into it, prepared.
What do you...
Well, here's my theory. What if this is an absolutely normal reaction to the world we're living in? What if this is not a significant anomaly at all? Something to be explained. Look at the ruins, the neon, listen to the radio, the multitudes, the people. Live here for 40 years. As a police detective, he's like a magnetic reader on the world tape, to borrow a known metaphor. Hardwired to the free market.
Okay, Trent, thank you. That's absolutely meaningless. I'm glad we brought you. Will he...
He's not a cretin, and he is able to do work. If not in his previous leadership role, then as a line detective.
No one even mentioned that. I misphrased my question. It should have been, is he able to put his
They can keep that pension.
Now nothing. Now we're just going to stand. No. Now we discuss that. What the fuck did you do to a motor carriage? Why is it there, Harry? Ah, so refreshing. It doesn't matter. Your badge, Harry. Show me your badge. We're not armor cops. We're cop.
In a rush to demonstrate your badge, your eager fingers can't sustain a grip on the smooth plastic, and the badge slips out of your hand. You juggle the badge for a sec. Ouch!
He found it. He found it, Jean. It's...
And your gun?
As if having your badge, what is it with all these material objects?
Upgraded it. I don't care about your weapon mania, Harry. I don't care. Where is the gun the RCM gave you to kill? He has it. And he didn't drop it. You're drunk like a bum, Harry. Put that thing away before you kill someone. You were never supposed to lose it in the first place. Not lost. Is your gun's natural state. You're drunk, bum. Who are you posing for, huh? I suspect escaped, Harry. Classy as something. Because you were...
We've read the reports. Lieutenant Kitsuhagi's. We know.
Oh, well. If she was nice. I'm not even gonna get into the other suspect. Or the fact that you're Everclear's little peony now. Doing I don't know what for him. That's small-time stuff. That's nothing. That's a humorous anecdote. Compared to the 7 people who were gunned down, the streets are literally red with blood, Harry.
He did everything he could. We did everything we could. The company hired and vetted mercenaries. Lieutenant Dubois got between them and the locals.
Here comes the cavalry.
He did so at considerable risk to his person. Remember, he was shot. We stopped an execution, not a negotiation. The loss of life was minimal compared to what it could have been.
Thank you for the input, Lieutenant Kitsuragi. I didn't...
He thinks I've apologized.
You've spent the week with him on this case. What is your take?
On
Lieutenant, you've...
Well, the drinking, the lost gun, also losing his badge. That's...
The man...
Then there's the superstardom. He likes to, from time to time. It's odd. Especially in light of his political views. Detective Dubois is, as you may know, a hustler. He grabs others still. He is also a Mazovian socio-economist who believes in liquidating and then there's the motor carriage in the sea. And the drugs, of course. Some kind of anti-radiation drug he uses to induce visions. But despite all this, he is a great detective. One of the best I have seen, in fact. He can talk human beings into telling him everything. And he doesn't stop. And he solved it. He apprehended a revolutionary brigade who stayed hidden for 50 years, ever since the revolution, who's probably committed other murders over those years. Oh, and he also discovered a new species.
A new species?
A colossal stick insect.
He takes out the photo of the phasmid and you hear gasps.
As you can see, it's about 3 meters tall. In fact, we think it may be the largest land invertebrate ever.
Fucking hell is that? Is
Detective? The old man was not aware of the phasmid's presence, exhibiting a strength.
So it is...
I must say, this is absolutely...
Yes. It really does make it hard to fire the drunk.
This is a very, very sad man who has just seen. Now you make your case. Now is the time. Now or never.
What was that? It sounded like you set up a nightclub in the church. Get a grip. No one...
4 kids were living in a tent on the ice.
It's not that okay. Get up.
Female?
You had to see it. It had this...
Incredible.
Not as far as I could see. There were other things there, though.
As in cloning itself? Interesting. Then it is especially vulnerable to disease. A single strain of bacteria could wipe out the entire species. We're probably talking... Actually, you know, this would indicate it was a male. This is far from anything in my field, but I think such nests are called... Of course, as I said, I'm only guessing. I didn't see it. It must be robust if it can move a whole helmet with its limbs. Yes.
Nothing is off the table.
Of course, Lieutenant. Of course. We should treat the case and the phasmid as completely separate from each other. People are not going to...
They're not going to go for this speculation.
Yes, but also...
Incredible. The PR value of this is exceptional. Carp discovers...
This would really help with some of the...
Absolutely, this is great. This does not say vigilante murderers to me at all. This says science, news, human interest.
Without it...
You're doing good here. Quit while you're ahead? Or no?
Lilianovich. A revolutionary matronym. The custom started in This man's mother was Lilian. His Lilian's son, Lilianovich.
So, it...
Thank you, Trant. Thank you for...
Of course, excuse me, I just...
He wasn't quite sure about the straggler before he heard this detail. It must have convinced him.
Jealousy. I thought this Lilianovich...
A strange psychosexual fixation. Aggravated, possibly, by proximity to the phasmid. And also, we have ballistics from the gun, matching the bullet.
It's a clean win.
Oh, it's way more.
Perfect folding mechanism.
God damn it. Chin up. Keep focusing on the positives here.
This is a conversation for when we are no longer out in the open, in Martinez, where...
And eyes, too. Your return from the island.
Understood.
But a case against
I would prefer not to partake in anything union-related.
This has to be good stuff for him to backpedal out of it at
Yes, yes.
The body was transported to Precinct 41, our morgue. I had Tilbrook and Mullins take...
You're not the only copy.
Still, good work with the missing...
It's still a point for you. No denying it.
I don't know what a Doom commercial area is. No, we didn't. It did.
Paradox B is a fringe site. It doesn't look like the lieutenant would cut it out. Is it?
Who's good?
You don't want...
You're right, Lieutenant. I don't. I don't want to, but you discovered the news, so I have to. Jude.
Honestly, anything that ends this trial is okay.
But he's been drinking, she thinks. This is...
Agreed. The public relations potential...
Okay. We have vehicles at...
Now you will finally... The man looks wet, jingling his car keys in his...
Who are you? Well, obviously...
Before you were a cop, you were a gym teacher in Coran. It's getting really cold. You haven't told us about that. You just...
Harry, it explains everything. The running around. Some of your more...
Also, this guy too.
The regular. You found some chick. She inspired you to fight the big fight.
You, every morning, walking from Voyager Road to teach gym. She...
I knew it. I knew no normal human being can run like that.
It's not a mystery. Some chick fucked you up.
You really went with it too.
Yeah.
Not Dora Dubois.
No one is married anymore. This is Revachol. God, I don't know.
6 years and you haven't gotten over it. What the hell is wrong with you?
Yeah. Or 7. You're not doing too good there. Incredibly bangable. She was incredibly fuckable. A beautiful bourgeois woman.
Snow, heartbreak, pain.
I've only seen a picture. But
look, the sun is going down.
I think she taught in the Académie des Arts, east of the river. Way east. Hard to say which came first, the middle-class chick or the drink. My point is, you need to see a psychiatrist about this.
In other words, he's heard enough.
No. You're too unstable to work for my boss. You're suicidal, Harry.
I assure you.
He would immediately backpedal. I told you it's not that bad.
Us? With the
That's not true. Jamrock is too big for one precinct. You are just understaffed.
Thank you, Lieutenant. You're being kind. It is an understaffed state.
Get back to it. We left Torson and McLean to run the Sea Wing. It's not good.
God. There are 4 wings, Harry.
There's also a lot of outside help in...
He's anything but a loser. Although he would like to be seen as...
Mac the Torso Torson and Chester McLean. They're not fit to run a wing.
They are damn iconic, though. Torson.
Yeah, not like us.
Ptolemy Price? He's the son...
He's one of the most highly regarded men in the force.
Somewhere under the curved roof of a former silk factory, shaped like a ladybird with 2 chimneys. They speak of change.
Okay, it's not the bloody murders.
Jamrock is the largest ghetto in Riverdale.
The press will blow over. Jamrock is lucky to have you. And it's often...
Thank you again, Lieutenant. Who...
She lives at 1113 Tabernacle Road.
Tabernacle? It's on the way over.
Fine.
She and her husband were conducting the search for the Phasmid. They should know as soon as possible.
She is going... Watch out, or she'll faint.
Well, first I will go back to my station and write the most detailed report anyone... Detective, we just stopped a small-scale war. I don't know what yet, but it's going to be a hard spring for the RCM. We need to get ready. Talk to Captain Price? I'd rather not ruffle the feathers of 2 captains with my doom-mongering. Work with Price? I'm flattered.
Would fit him. And crazy enough. This truly came as a surprise.
Flattered? You're Lieutenant Kitsuragi. We would be...
I would have to tie things up in GRIH first.
And we also have a huge caseload, Lieutenant. Piles that we...
I do like the sound of that.
He's really considering it.
Good.
Fuck it, let's go.
Under the evening sky, the great district turns on its lights. A chessboard of wooden houses, 80,000 living souls inside. Fire traps as far as the eye can see. From Main Street to Precinct 41 atop. You close your eyes and hear the dogs bark. Dawson? Yes. McLean? Really? Nick Gottlieb looks up from the list. I hear he's quite unstable. You say that like it's a bad thing. Captain Ptolemy Price points his pen at the doctor. It's dim in his office, and the curtains are drawn. Harry's our man.
Wonderful. Then can we please just go back to...